Today on Hong Kong Blu-rays, we're reviewing the Blu-ray release of Don't Go Breaking My Heart 2. Hi, welcome to Hong Kong Blu-rays. I'm Shaz.
And I'm Leon. If you enjoy our review of Don't Go Breaking My Heart 2, then perhaps give us a like. And if you don't want to miss out on future content, videos, reviews, such like, then please hit the subscribe button.
We'd love to hear from you, so please leave any comments below. The film was released in 2014 by Milkyway Productions. It's a romantic drama directed by Johnny To. If you haven't already seen our review of the first film, Don't Go Breaking My Heart, you might want to catch that one before watching this one. The running time of the film is just short of 2 hours at 113 minutes. It stars Daniel Wu as Kei-Fung, Louis Koo as Shen Ran, Gao Yuan Yuan as Zi Xin, Lam Suet as John, Vic Chou as Zi Xin's brother, who is a new character in this one, along with Miriam Yeung, who plays Yang Yang, who is also a new character in this film.
And we also have an octopus in place of a frog.
Okay, so we're not going to do a synopsis on this film because we don't want to ruin anything in case you haven't already seen both films. But we will say that it does carry on from the first film.
Yes, this story continues on from where we left off in the first one. And it's not bad. It's not bad. But I didn't feel, for me, it was as good as the first one. What did you think?
I would agree with that. I did enjoy it. I would say, yeah, it possibly wasn't as good as the first one, but the first film I found particularly outstanding. There wasn't enough Daniel Wu in this film for me.
And for me too. It became obvious watching this one how much his character was essential to the story that was being told.
Mm-hmm.
So with his presence not being there, kind of weakened the film a little bit for me.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have in this film another love story going on, which is yet another love triangle, which is between Miriam Yeung's character and Zi Xin's brother. And we won't say the other character, because again we don't want to spoil anything. But that is very much a film within a film to me, and that film I was interested in. That's the one I wanted to see for this movie. It seemed to work. The chemistry there worked. It was nice, but we didn't really go anywhere with it. I felt it was a little bit all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like a lot of the hard work that was done in the first film kind of comes undone in this one for me. I don't know what you think, but I think there's too much crammed in, and I think we try and wrap it up by going to the original characters and the original love triangle at the end of the movie, and it all feels like it pops out of nowhere. And even though this is 2 hours long, I feel that it could have been 3 films.
Yes.
To wrap up where this story ends. I think that would have been nicer to concentrate on the new story, start going back to where we were at the end of the first one, and then leave it to be continued would have been better for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that would have been nice, given the new story in it, a bit more of its own lease of life.
Mm-hmm.
And I did find it a little chaotic in places, to be fair. But so I still enjoyed it. I still was pleased to follow the characters from the first film. And I really loved the 2 new characters and their relationship as well.
Yeah, that was very sweet. Who did you think held the film together though?
I think I'd have to say Louis Koo held this one together.
Yeah, absolutely. After the first film was Gao Yuan Yuan sort of was front and centre. In this one, even though you have that other love story going on, Louis Koo is very much at the centre of it. And he is really good. I mean, He reminded you of somebody, didn't he, in a certain scene?
Yes, there's a scene with air hostesses, and it just really put me in mind of the Tony Curtis and Jerry Lewis film, Boeing, which I think was probably made back in the 60s, which was a bit of a farce. It just really put me in mind of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a good film. If you get a chance to see that ever, you can probably see the influence on that, on this scene in this film.
Yeah, I think they must have had that film in mind for that scene. Someone will have seen that film.
Yeah, for sure. That's no accident. And I'm kind of thinking of it, really. Do you not think Lewis Koo is a bit like a Asian Tony Curtis?
Possibly, yeah.
You know, they both got that sort of that charm, that magnetism,
charisma.
good looks, and both good actors. You know, I know some people were a bit down on Tony Curtis's acting, but we've seen him pull it out of the bag in films like The Boston Strangler, where he really does a good performance, and we know that Lewis Koo has a full arsenal acting abilities with all the different roles he does.
Yes.
So yeah, this film, we're going to score it now anyway. What did you think?
I'm going to score this film 6 out of 10.
So I'm giving Don't Go Breaking My Heart to 5 out of 10. What do we think of the package?
So it's a little limited on this one. There is a trailer and a making of featurette, but that's only about 20 minutes long, and there weren't any English subtitles on the making of feature, unfortunately.
Yeah, we didn't even get any interior artwork on this one, so I'm always a little disappointed when that's missing, because it always looks nice. So what are we scoring the package this time around?
2 stars.
So Shaz, what did you think of the picture quality on this one?
I thought it was really good. It was full HD. I'd say it's a perfect picture, pretty much.
Yeah, it was a good picture, but as this is a more modern film, I'd probably look at it a bit more harshly than something that's been restored. There's a couple of scenes I might have pointed out that I thought were a little bit dull. The colours looked a little bit washed out. But I'm being really picky, like I am. Generally, the detail was there, the clarity was there. It looked very nice, as you'd expect from a modern film. So what are we going to score this one?
We're going to score this 4 stars for the picture quality.
So, what audio options do we have on this one?
So there is Cantonese DTS Master Audio 7.1, along with Cantonese and Mandarin Dolby Digital 7.1.
Yes, we watched this one in the Cantonese Dolby Digital 7.1, but we did a spot check on the other soundtracks and we found that the Cantonese DTS was a bit clearer, sounded a little bit nicer. You know, you've got a few options there and all of them are pretty good. What are we scoring this one?
So we're giving the audio 4 stars. So, what subtitle options are there?
Right, for this film we have traditional Chinese, simplified Chinese and English subtitles.
Yeah, we found that the English subtitles were better paced on this film than the previous one. There were still a few little spelling errors, but it didn't detract from the film at all, so they weren't too bad. So, what are we scoring the subtitles?
We're going to give the subtitles for this film 3 stars.
Just a few final words on Don't Go Breaking My Heart 2 before we go.
So Shaz, who was your standout performance and why?
Lewis Koo. I feel he held the film together and his character went through a lot of turmoil in this one, and I think he portrayed it brilliantly.
True. And for me, it's Miriam Yeung. She emotes really well. She's a fantastic actress. She looks great on the screen. Really, really drawn towards her whenever she's on. And she's my standout.
I think if you've seen the first film, you really need to see this one. So we'd highly recommend it.
Yeah, absolutely. There were rumours of a third film. I'm not sure whether that's going to happen or not now. It would be nice if it did.
I hope so.
Yeah, we would certainly watch it.
Yeah, definitely.
But as for availability of this film, it's a little limited now. It's been out a while. So if you want it, Yes Asia have it for about £20 and Buyoyo have it for slightly less. So don't hang around. We would recommend, if you are interested in this one, go online, purchase it now.
We hope you've enjoyed our review of Don't Go Breaking My Heart 2. Next time on Hong Kong Blu-rays,
Touch and Go, directed by Ringo Lam and starring Sammo Hung. We're greatly looking forward to that one. It was voted for on the Instagram page. We put up a selection of titles and asked everybody what they'd like to see. And the winner by a country mile was Touch and Go. So we hope you join us for that one, and we will see you next time.
see you soon.
Hi Miriam. Yeah, it's me. You know, Leon. Yeah, well, good news is I just spoke to Shaz. Apparently she's a big fan of love triangles.